the Flashpin Productions crew just rolled up in here, guys, and we got Marcus Tedesco, we got Dustin Pulls, we got Trey. I don't know your last name, Trey, but yeah, you'll put us on. And I want to just say, guys, they just put on this production recently. They just had a great event over in Texas. If you guys haven't checked it out, get over to Flashpin Productions. This is a next level production. I like where these guys are going with it. Very, very cool setup. So we got them here today. They're going to give us a little background on what they got going on, what's to come, and everything that's about Flashpin Production. So who wants to start it off out of you guys first?
I can start it. I'm Trey Johnson. I'm the owner of Flashpin. Marcus Tedesco is a founder. Dustin's also a founder, and he's like our promoter, mouthpiece, host, all that. Our first live streamed event that we actually hosted and live streamed happened this Saturday, January 20th, right after East vs. West. You can find it on Flashpin Productions on YouTube. Came out great. I didn't have any doubts about it because of the vision that we have, right? So the idea behind Flashpin is we want to create high quality event production, highlighting some of the lesser known but very skilled and strong arm wrestlers in Texas, and then expand to the US, right? Because everybody watches events that a live stream put on, and it's always the elite guys. But there's also guys right under them that are just as good, right? And they don't get a lot of shine. Um, we also one of the ultimate goals that I have is changing the mindset of arm wrestling so that we can bring money in, so that we can have arm wrestlers that's all they do for a job. That's what I am about. And the guys that I have with me, Marcus and Dustin, share that. You know, we love arm wrestling. I've only been in it almost 2 years. Dustin's been in it for a while. Marcus has been in as long as I have, and we just immediately caught on to it. So, you know, it's dynamic, interactive, digestible content that we're trying to reach for a broader audience, right? Not just arm wrestling, but people that actually like to watch any combat sport, because we can slide right into that group of people as well. Anybody that watches combat sports can love arm wrestling. So that's what we're trying to do. Trying to not be greedy, trying to produce great content, but make it affordable so that everybody can watch it, right?
Well,
So
I
that's
want to throw in there.
yeah,
They
yeah.
came on the radar over in Texas when I was just recently over there at AW4. I went to go watch my next opponent, Nanya. He had four super matches that day, so I flew in for the day just to see him in action. And these guys were in charge of the production, and I was in shock. I was like, "Holy shit, man! These guys got like a whole truck full of equipment. They're setting this thing up," and I'm like, "Wow, they went for real with this. This is like no joke right now." Then they set up all the mics. They had like four commentaries going on. And I'm like, yo, I am liking this. I am feeling this. And, you know, that's when I connected with these guys. They actually threw me on one of the mics at the end. I got to talk with them all. I had a great time with them, great energy and all. I see big things coming from them. I also know Dustin. He's also a very good puller, accomplished puller out of Texas. You know, he's got the mouth on him. And I know it seems like he might be the face of the Flashpin Productions and all. And I liked how they had him kind of like navigating us all through it. Very, very cool setup. So, Marcus, what's your part of this, and how did this all come to be? And are you an arm wrestler? And when I seen you, bro, I'm like, holy shit, Corey West don't got anything on this, man. Holy shit.
Oh man, I wish. Corey's a monster.
You're
Yeah,
bigger than him, I think, man. You might have
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the reason
10,
why it's
20
called the
pounds on him.
behemoth.
Bro, this dude's 400 plus pounds, man, and a monster when you see him in person, man. No,
yeah. I got a good picture of me and Corey standing next to each other. I'll have to share it with you sometime.
nice.
Um, but yeah, man, been arm wrestling for a couple years now. You know, pretty quickly into my arm wrestling career, I decided to be a ref. So, um, uh, pretty much immediately started training. And got certified with Leonard Harkless, USAA, and Boom with PAL. Um, you know, I've been in Austin training with Trey and Dustin on the Austin Arsenal team for a couple years now. And Trey and I just sort of had a common interest in sort of these live stream events and what could be done with them. I'm sort of a creative guy, you know, and Trey and I sort of partnered up. Trey's definitely the technical genius, mastermind behind all this. And we've both learned a lot through the whole process, but we see these productions and some of them are really good and some of them aren't, and we just thought to ourselves, like, we could do this. We could probably do it and also do it better than most people out there. So we started with the podcast, did a couple of podcast episodes, with the whole goal of just getting better and, trying to learn and figure out what we're doing, coming up with a vision. And then this, obviously, we knew we had to have somebody like Dustin. And I think you're totally right. He is the face of Flashpin. We couldn't do this without him. Super important to the brand. So we sort of had a match fall in our lap. Michael Thompson had a match lined up with Robert Fowler for the number 5 super heavyweight right-handed spot in Texas, held by Michael Thompson. Robert Fowler's been one of those guys. I think everybody kind of knew that he was one of the top 5 super heavyweights in Texas. Sort of unspoken because he's had lots of matches against the top 5 guys in Texas. Hadn't been successful. So he wasn't on the rankings. Once Michael Thompson got himself in the number 5 spot, Michael's a pretty small guy for a super heavyweight, which is why now he's going down to the heavyweights. Robert just smelled blood and went after him, and took him down right hand, left hand. So that match that they had lined up months ago, it fell through with their promoter. So like 4 weeks before the date, they came to us. 3 weeks before the date, thank you, Trey. Before the date, they came to us and were like, "Hey, do you think you could throw something together?" So we made it happen. Reached out to Brian Sitton. Thankfully, he was kind enough to agree to have a match. We found a match with Mac Rodriguez, who's a friggin' monster. If you guys haven't heard of him, he's on your radar now. He is a crazy strong left-handed puller. He might be number 1 in Texas, left-handed. It's very possible he might be number 1 left-handed. So made that match happen. Now he's number 2 in Texas. Mac took the victory. Then of course we had Trey Black on our team. He got himself a match with Drew Thompson. So, which was a couple epic matches, right and left-handed, 176ers in Texas. So it was great stuff, man. We're pretty happy with the results.
I got to see it, and I was just like, "Whoa, this is fire! Why isn't nobody talking about this? We got to get this out there, guys!" And I was just really shocked that not more people are talking about it, but anybody I've put it on, because I've been sending it around to everybody, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys got to check this production out." Everybody hits me right back, like, "Holy shit, this is fire! I'm really liking where they're going with this and all."
Thanks, man.
So, Dustin, I want to hear from the face right here, man. What's going on? Killer job, bro, on that first event, man. I really liked how you navigated us through it and all. It was like you were made to do this.
So yeah, I went into that really nervous. I'd never, really done that before, but I knew it was something I want to do. I love talking shit with everybody and making events fun. And these guys have kind of been pulling my arm, telling me I needed to do it. And I was like, all right, guys. I love these dudes. Really, it was for the passion for me. 2 really good friends of mine. And, I'm kind of the person that would, give my shirt off someone's back, much less my voice. And once I started going, I was like, okay, this might be my real niche in this sport, something that's really fun for me. Bring that passion, bring that energy, and get people involved. Don't get me wrong. I want to be one of the best in the world, and I train like a fucking animal. But I had so much fun doing the promotion side and really being a part of things and hyping everybody up. And the phone calls I got afterward, people telling me it was a great job, and I kept it raw and I kept it fun. Travis Bajent was kind of the guy that I keep in mind as, not everyone loves him, but I love him. And I've been to events where he's live, and when Travis is calling an event for you, it is a different feeling when you whoop that ass. He makes you feel like you whooped that ass.
Yep.
And that's the kind of energy I wanted to bring. I have my pulse, my finger really close to the pulse in the sport on who's who and who's doing what. I stay really plugged in. Going forward, I'll be putting all the matches together, synchronizing the card. I'll probably script it a whole lot better, storyboard the whole event, so that, like, Frank Callahan was my co-host, and together he's a really analytical guy. He's the software developer for Airs. So we were able to use Aries with, like, using he would pull up both guys and find their common matches and bring a lot of the Raymond analytics to the event, while I brought the fight into the conversation and the attitude. And he's also agreed to be the second host with me next time. So I think we'll spend a lot of time vibing our way up to the next event. And the goal, the vision I have, is the same as Trey's. We spent a lot of time talking about it in terms of finding those mid-level to upper-level athletes like Clifton Erickson. These guys that are just right on the cusp. They need those matches. They need the match with Jamie. You talk about going against AJ. Dude's a fucking tank, my friend. Anyone who gets to go against him, it is a jump-off platform. And to be able to shoot it in true 4K, live stream 4K, no interruptions, and have it roll, that was the beauty. The beauty wasn't necessarily what you might see pre-recorded now, but what you see now is exactly how the event rolled live. And that's the goal. We live stream with beauty and grace, with a little
How
bit
often are you guys going to do these?
Trey?
I want to do at least 4 this year and maybe some smaller ones.
Nice.
But that, I'm like slowly trying to find a way into it. Everybody's busy,
Right.
and it takes a lot to organize it. But I really want to get, like just Dustin says, I want to know what the heartbeat is of the arm wrestling community. Who is interested in doing this, right? Because I don't want to just be like putting on an event. Who's going to show up? Like, I want to, like, really think about it. You know, get these people that we want to see arm wrestle. You know, based on the Aries data, because I think that's a great component because it works. You know, like Dustin mentioned, Frank brought up 2 of the athletes and was like, it looks like this guy should win based on the data. And that's what happened. And I was like, man, that's a great way to put matches together, you know.
So I want to make clear for everybody out there, Trey, this is a super match series, correct?
Yeah. We do plan on trying to have a couple round robins as well. But the super match series is kind of the bread and butter.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely do. I really do. And what I want to express, I keep saying it, but guys, you got to go over and check it out to see what we're talking about. These guys are using like professional equipment. They're using like the ones that you film movies with. You know, this is like no joke. You know, we say a lot of people got good productions and all, but this is the real deal. Like anybody that's in the film industry, when they see the equipment, they know what these guys are about. So that's why I'm got them on right now, and I really want to put a spotlight on them. I'm really excited to see what they got next. I know they had it was a lot more kind of local matches and everything, but is there a plan kind of to like bring in other people outside of Texas for the next one?
I'll take this one, Trey. Yeah, the goal is to you know, being that I talk to a lot of guys in the community, I want to start stirring the nest up. Definitely get a headliner for one of the big matches, and having a headliner that would just be highly competitive top level athletes, and then under them doing something a lot like Dallas Langston and Ronnie Morales. He's probably, you know, a lot of people think I'm the top 98 in Texas. Ronnie's the top 98. That boy will thunk me right now. I'm getting ready, but he's my Everest. I'll tell anybody that. After the match he had with AJ, where they went back and forth and traded hands, he's ready to tune up. Go ahead.
Seen that match. That was a good match.
That was a great match.
They have some bad blood. They've talked money a lot. So getting a match with some attitude under the main event And then, a match like Paul Italia and Nunya is really fun. Something like that has a lot of gab, and they're newer guys, not necessarily newer, but they're at that level where they're real close and the jabbing is real. And then the money on the table. Money matches are really, really fun too. I think it has a really good appeal.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. So when can we expect to see the next big thing from you guys? Like, what do we have a date set locked in yet?
Yeah, I'm thinking about April 13th, that weekend, as the next event. We're pretty busy between now and then, and I think the idea is to do it. We followed East versus West this time, and I think that was a bad idea. I think we do it before, because I also like to watch East versus West, and I didn't get to watch it at all, right? Because I'm behind the scenes, like, making sure the stream's running, like, is everybody got their shit, and I couldn't watch any of it. Plus, it's distracting because everybody else wants to watch it too.
Yo, another shout out I gotta say is that your main event match with Brian Sin and Mac. What's Mac's full name?
Mac Rodriguez.
I was calling him Big Mac, bro.
Yeah.
Holy
Mac
shit,
Truck.
man. That guy is
Mac
Brian
Truck.
Sin is a monster, and this
Yeah.
dude just dwarfed him, bro. It was
Yeah.
holy, bro. They had Dustin saying, "Yo, we got to get Brian a riser." That's how Big Mac is, man. That was great. Bro. But definitely excited about that. And I also want to know, is there can people buy tickets to come live to see it? Do you have like any kind of viewing going on there, or is it just kind of the guys that are in the super matches, they just bring their people?
I'm working on that. That's part of the whole vision, is keeping the vibe right. We like that dark pit feeling. So to make that, we can't have a lot of spectators, but if I can make that larger, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, I would love to come over to one of those, man, for sure.
Maybe, yeah, Paul, there's a seat for you for sure.
Oh yeah, there's always a seat. Don't even worry about that.
Oh, appreciate.
Yeah, but also doing it in maybe a VIP style, because the production is really fun, and you're going to, as an audience member, be a part of things, getting you involved and having that pit mentality, right? Getting people that are passionate about the sport there. Because when we went back and watched, we see some people in the background, they're so hyped up, and we're like, man, I wish that we just 20 more people in the room that are passionate about arm wrestling.
Yeah, I see our arm wrestling buzz crew member was there representing Tom Stubbleblind. But Tom, where are you, bro? We miss you, man. Arm wrestling buzz crew, we're like, where have you gone? You've been off of YouTube. I know everybody in the chat's been asking about you. Like,
there was a lot of in the chat. I'm not going to speak for him, but I can speak on how he's doing. I train with him frequently. He's the number one guy. Him and Trey basically are the boys I bang with. And Tom's training really hard. I know he's working, but he's at the gym grinding. And I think that is taking a lot of his time. He took that loss real seriously.
Yeah, no, I figured that, man. But yo, Tom, we're your boys, man. We got you back. We're your brothers. So at least hit us up, man, and let's get you back on here, bro. Everybody miss you. I know all the subscribers definitely miss you and all. And I miss just seeing your channel going on. And I miss your YouTube channels and you break it down and all that. You definitely got to get you back and more active for sure. Coming up, as far as flash pins, we know what you said, that April, what was that date again? April 11th was the one?
13th.
April 13th. And you were open to having other opponents out of Texas and everything?
Most definitely.
Okay, so guys, if you guys are interested, anybody's got some good matchups or whatever, where can they can contact you guys to get in touch with you guys and all that? Where's a good place for them to
Facebook, Instagram.
They could DM me on Instagram under Dustin Pulls, one word, Dustin Pulls, or on Facebook, Dustin Space Pulls.
Okay, now do we have any kind of, like, you have any ideas of anything you got coming up, any matches that you're interested in, or at least maybe like a weight class you're focusing in on?
No, not yet, but it's funny you mentioned Etienne and Auden, because I mentioned the same thing, and I was like, Etienne is actually doing that US tour right now, and I was like, man, if we could snag him as he comes through Texas, that might be cool, but I don't know when he's going to come by, so we leave it up to Dustin.
Okay, and what kind of matches are you guys looking for? I mean, you guys kind of broke it down before, but like maybe like give us some more details so guys, see if they are a good fit.
Yeah, want to see some guys that think they're high level pullers, top notch guys that think that they have what it takes to jump to the next level. Also, guys that would that think that, like, if they want to call somebody out, and I'll reach out to that other person for them and see how that person feels about the match. So some like-minded guys that could do some verbal sparring, that, you know, either have, you know, some bad blood or rematch they want. Once I get a list of a bunch of people interested in pulling, it comes down to, you know, what do they want to come out, and what are they looking, you know, who are they looking to pull? What are the stakes? So I'm thinking a headline match that's two high-level guys, and then under that, matches that just make sense. And we'll do a couple more this time.
Give me an idea. How many do you think you're gonna have at this Super Series?
I think 7. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. That's like the perfect number. Not too long, not too short. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
Perfect.